Now, guys, it's actually time. So it seems like finally, is it truly about to begin? From Financial Juice, the Bank of England is holding emergency talks as the Credit Suisse crisis worsens. Wow. Of course, it's an emergency, guys. Why? It's gotten so bad to the point they're holding emergency meetings, guys, at this point in time. What is the crisis really? They won't let it fall or fail. It's all just a joke at this point. People are freaking out and central banks are already saying they will backstop it. Markets aren't moving lower. What do you guys believe will take place, right? A lot of people are actually talking about what, guys, these CBDCs inbound. So this could all just be what, guys, a ploy or a problem, reaction, and solution, right? It's not over. Credit Suisse is huge in the quote-unquote too big to fail category right here, guys. So Credit Suisse is a GSIB, global systemically important bank right here, guys. Considered quote-unquote too big to fail. Time will tell if it keeps spreading in Europe, right? So global systemically important banks as of November 2022 allocated to buckets corresponding to required levels of additional capital buffers. We go here: JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citigroup, HSBC. That's an important bank, guys. Bank of China, Barclays, and all these other ones, right? If you go down here, Credit Suisse is listed as well, guys. Wow. So this is fascinating, right? This is fascinating. If guys, if it collapses, it's game over, right? Because it's going to trickle down to the other banks and whatnot. Oh, and by the way, guys, I just want to throw this in here that people just got to stop saying this thing's too big to fail or this other thing's too big to fail. Why? Nothing is, guys. The past proves the future and the future proving the past, right? Or proves the past. Check out USDC, right? It depegged. Think about that. Well, everyone thought it wouldn't. There's no chance of that There's no chance of that happening, but it actually did take place. So in conclusion, nothing is ever too big to fail, guys. Silicon Valley Bank was the largest bank to fail since the 2008 crisis. It's the largest bank to fail so far. Right? Now some are asking, since Credit Suisse is a Swiss bank, would their collapse hurt mainly the US economy, the Swiss one, or both? They manage over $1 trillion, so it will be global. Exactly, guys. Even though some do state it's not interconnected, of course all these banks are, right? If one major bank fails, all others will fall swiftly, like a domino effect, right? So again, I'll just be very wary, guys, and see what happens. Will they make it fall or fail? Probably not. They may come in to save the day. Moody's, the Fed, and other central banks may hold emergency meetings to provide guidance and prevent panic as well, right? So all these people are huddling up at this point in time and talking it out, guys, to see what the next steps are, right? What do you guys believe? Will there be an imminent collapse here shortly in the next few weeks maximum? Or it's funny that ISO goes live as well, and not to mention Ripple case concludes possibly as well, right? What guys, what is the timing of all this? Did we not tell you guys back years ago that it will all happen at the same damn time? And now do you guys believe us? Remember, if the collapse doesn't happen now and it happens by 2025, right? What does that tell you? It's all going to be taking place at the same damn time, right? Simultaneously happening, guys. We're not making any of this stuff up. No, we are not. And then Elon Musk comes out and stated lots of current year similarities to 1929, right? A lot of people are feeling similar, right? That a lot of people are now talking about the Great Depression incoming, guys. Now, who was the first one to talk about this, right? Which channel, actually? I don't think any other channel was talking about 1929 2.0 taking place, guys, except us, right? Who else, guys? Come on. It's so simple. How don't people see what's really about to happen, right? To the current financial system. And guess what happens after? They're going to bring in a new one with, I believe, XRP being the heart of the new financial system. So, then, what do we have here? Justin, $10 trillion asset manager, BlackRock CEO, says more bank seizures could occur after Silicon Valley Bank. We're talking about who, guys? We're talking about someone. BlackRock owns all three railroad companies that derailed in 3 different states, right? And then guess what they own, guys? Connect the dots, folks. Owned by BlackRock. We zoom it in. Wow. Look at this, guys. This is the craziest thing ever, right? We got Amazon, Microsoft, I mean, Verizon, Walmart, PayPal, right? Tesla, Facebook. Oh, those companies right there, CNN, right? The major, look at this, major mainstream news outlets, right? As well. Oh, wow. Think about this just for a moment, guys. Now, I can't speak too much further on it, but, oh, Bank of America is there as well. These other banks' interest. Wait a moment. Wow. They got the banks listed as well, right? And now he's stating, their CEO is stating more bank seizures could occur after Silicon Valley Bank. So do they know something that we don't? Of course we do. The system will collapse at one point in time, guys. But is it going to be now is the real question. But I was going to say, if they own these major outlets, right? Mainstream news outlets and whatnot, that means they plan out what they're going to feed you every single day, guys, right? No matter what the narrative may be and whatnot. So that's quite fascinating. Now, if you go back here though, let's check this out. And then he stated inflation to persist, right? Come on, folks. What do I believe will take place? Inflation goes up. Oil, everything, literally everything goes up, guys. We're not even joking about this, right? And then the collapse takes place by 25 maximum, 2025. That's just my belief. If it happens now, guys, let it be. That's a very good thing if it happens right now. Why? Because there will be a lot less suffering. Why? Because inflation will kill itself, right? It will go all down, guys, if not deflation. On Wednesday, March 15th, BlackRock CEO, of course, he stated this today, guys, the 15th, Ides of March, the storm begins today, right? We have already been in the storm. He warned that the regional banking sector in the United States continues to be at risk after the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. In fact, he also went on that more bank seizures could take place going forward, right? Exactly, folks. And he's telling you this, right? If he's telling you, he definitely knows something's incoming, right? This is crazy, guys. The thing said that it was not clear if the banking crisis triggered by rising interest rates, right? Of course it was. That was one major part of it. Oh, okay, but one more major thing that played a huge role, guys, or a major role is this right here. It was planned ahead of time, right? These are all pre-planned for it to hit your subconscious mind. So for you to be ready subconsciously for the big one to arrive. That's exactly why two banks already collapsed, guys, right? And they may save this one and move on, right? And then the big one will hit later on. But we'll see, guys. What claim more victims? But mentioned that it is inevitable that some banks will pull back on lending going forward to refine their balance sheets. That in turn will lead bank clients to turn more to capital markets for their financing in the face of asset liability mismatches that affected Silicon Valley Bank and other institutions. Nevertheless, the executive acknowledged that quick regulatory action helped dodge away a wider crisis. He added, exactly, right? They had to come in and swoop in, guys. They basically had to swoop in and save the day, or else the system would have definitely collapsed. That's crazy. Imagine in an alternative reality, possibly, if there is one, the system will be dying right now, right? It already is, but it would have collapsed today, guys, right? Or by today. By this day, it would have been completely different, guys, outside, right? A lot of riots, who knows? Everyone would have been up, right, outside, rioting, and possibly the purge, who really knows, guys? But that's a different reality, possibly, I don't know. It's quote, it's too early to know how widespread the damage is. The regulatory response has so far been swift, and decisive actions have helped stave off contagion risks, but markets remain on edge. Right? Inflation will persist, BlackRock's Fink. In an annual letter, Fink said that after the regional banking crisis, the financial industry could have something called liquidity mismatches. Low rates have notably driven some asset owners to raise their exposure to higher yielding investments that are fairly less liquid or not easy to sell. Then, bond markets were down 15% last year, but it still seemed, as they say in those old Western movies, quite too quiet. Something else had to give, as the fastest pace of rate hikes since the 1980s exposed cracks in the financial system. Furthermore, as far as inflation is concerned, Fink anticipated a more divided world where puncture supply chains and make inflation persistent. According to him, it would more likely stay closer to 3.5 to or 4% in the next few years. It's not going to say that that percent, guys. It's going to be like a lot higher, right? Possibly even above 6%, guys, because they truly don't care, right? Well, their target, the Fed, I think target is 2%. So he's saying it's going to be higher. Well, I believe it's going to be higher than, what is that, 4%? Let's just wait and see, guys. Now, so we know the whole damn financial system is a mess, guys, right? We got here a what? Bankruptcy bingo, right? Oh, wow, bankruptcy bingo. Play along with your friends, guys, right here, right? Which bank is going next, guys? Which bank is about to get cannibalized, right? Which one will it be? Which one will it be, guys? Pick your poison right here, right? Who knows? Remember, if they don't save in, if they don't come in to save the day, it's going to be like this. Literally, it would have been like this, guys. And it would have just had a domino effect all the way up, guys. But at least, will they save the day? Who knows? Credit Suisse has paid over 11 billion in fines and penalties since 2000, guys. Wow, that's crazy. Why though, right? Look at this. Toxic securities abuses, tax violations. Whoa. Investors protection violation, economic sanction violation, Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. That's so crazy, right? So these people can get away with it. Why can't we? That's so weird and interesting and fascinating, right? It's because it's pay to play, or it's because these people are all there's someone above that's controlling this all. Of course it is, right? Any other business would have been permanently closed. Banking is the only business where it's basically illegal to be a bad actor. You don't say, guys? Of course, because it's all about the damn banks, because the banks control the full system, right? We see today. And then there's other people who control the banks and whatnot. Now, Silicon Valley Bank is now marketing themselves as a single safest place to keep or transfer your deposits. Right here. Why there is not a single safer place to keep or transfer your deposits than Silicon Valley Bank. Wow. What is this, guys? We're living in an upside down world. They truly call Silicon Valley Bank the most safest, right? It's this type of behavior that caused them to collapse in the first place, right? Why is the FDIC allowing this type of communication to go out? Outrageous. Exactly, guys. Crazy. I just can't believe it, honestly. Last but not least, from Willchart, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson has tweeted that a decentralized crypto quote-unquote bank could be a game over for traditional banks. But what the founder of ADDRESS doesn't understand is the banks will not give up their power. Think about it, folks, right? If they did, there wouldn't even be a system. Think about that, guys. The system you're governed by today, which man is governed by today? Of course they won't. We told you guys, it's all about the damn banks. And who's working with the damn banks, guys? Ripple and XRP. Not financial waste, not financial waste, and not financial waste. Prepare. What is guys? So for guys, amazing it is. See ya.